Sooner Scoop HD.
Josh McCuistion of SoonerScoop.com here with Oklahoma's latest offer, Cole Adams. Cole, your story has been one that people just want to talk about. Like, for some reason, it's every year there's an in-state guy that everybody talks about. It's kind of been you this year. You and I have talked about it. I never got the sense that you had any worry about it or even really any, I think people thought there was kind of animosity. I didn't get that from you. So how did you kind of handle that as everybody kind of talked about it and you just kind of stayed quiet?
Yeah, so how I handled that really was, even getting the chance to play at this D1 level, being any school.
Yeah.
On top of that, being the home state, getting the home state this week, that's an absolute honor. All of them are an honor, but, just being able to stay, hard work, just all that stuff, just kept my head down, didn't really worry about all the, recruiters, all that stuff, just kept my head down. And
now, it sure probably didn't hurt all the other offers you had going, man. That probably makes it a little easier to sleep at night, not having to worry about that kind of thing. But what's this been like? I mean, I was up here last spring. You and I talked a little bit, and it was just getting started for you at that point. Like, I think you had a couple offers, something like that. But, you kind of took off after everybody saw your junior tape, that kind of deal. What has it surprised you how many people have taken notice, or is it kind of I put the work in, it doesn't surprise me at all?
So definitely I put the work in. Knew sooner or later it was going to happen, but growing up I never even really thought I could even make it this far. I just was doing the thing that I loved the most, and just to see that how I've blown up a little bit, stay humble, all that stuff that runs through my head all the time, but just being able to get the opportunity to go play at this level is just really a blessing.
Now, I know this summer we were just talking, you've got a pretty busy plan, pretty busy schedule. Is there anything to that? I mean, are you trying to, I'd like to sort through this and have this done and focus on my senior year?
Right. So the plan is so far I will take 3, maybe 4 officials, but I'm thinking 3 right now.
Okay.
In June. And then the plan is to commit before season just so I can, stay focused on the high school team.
Sure.
Go in that gold ball.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think so. There's not much doubt what the goal is here. So, I get it. But now, obviously you've got Alabama, I believe you told me LSU, and then Arkansas, those first 3 weekends in June. You mentioned a fourth or, whatever. I mean, are there some other schools you're kind of considering? Maybe I go do that, maybe I don't.
Yes, sir. So, recruitment's still open, obviously. It can get to be a lot, so, I'm going to want to narrow that down as soon as possible, But, I have 3 right now. Thinking about the 4th one right now. Maybe, I haven't decided yet. Still got to talk more with my parents, my family, and my coaches, figure that stuff out. But everyone will know soon.
Okay.
Yes,
now, I know, we talked a little bit about it. And, again, I don't get that there was any bad blood over the whole OU situation. Where do they kind of stand now? I mean, is it something where they've got to play a little bit of catch-up? Because, I know they weren't as in contact with you as maybe some other schools and that kind of thing. Where are they? I mean, are they a realistic possibility, or is it something that just, we'll kind of see where it goes?
Yes, sir. Definitely a possibility for sure. Everyone says, why aren't they offering this kid all this stuff? But behind the scenes, they don't know. New coach, new head coach, new staff. They have a lot of things to worry about. On top of that, so the 2023 class is not as much on their mind as just getting their program really, started, figuring out what they're, going to do these next couple of years. So no bad blood at all. I never thought about that at all.
Yeah.
I was okay with the offers I had before.
Sure,
so that wasn't really, obviously having a hometown is just, oh my gosh, truly a blessing for sure. But they're definitely in the standings for sure. They definitely will be in the standings. They're on my mind with these other schools for sure.
Now, do you have some thought of taking some unofficials, doing some stuff like that, or is it really going to be I'll take whatever officials and then I'll be done with all this?
So I might take an unofficial, but I haven't even thought that far as of right now. Yes, sir. With spring ball, that stuff, it's really busy right now. But I might just stick with the unofficial or the officials. Talk more about that and just really, God will put me in the right direction where I need to go. Where's home. So all glory to God.
Okay. Couple last few questions. I know you got to get ready for a pretty big team camp here, but I guess as you have, again, we've talked about it, you've got a ton of good offers, more keep coming in. How do you start to figure out the right one? I mean, how is one school going to separate itself for you personally?
Right. There's, a lot of things that go into that, looking at the head coaches, the offense they run, what would fit me the best. Some schools, they might have a running quarterback. They might have receivers that are bigger that they play. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into it than just saying, oh, let me go to my,
Sure.
So there's just a lot of stuff to think about on top of all that stuff, if there's the bigger class of wide receivers coming in, if there's a shorter class of wide receivers coming in, just to pan out all that stuff. So it's really just that's what's on my mind right now.
Right fit.
Right. Whatever feels like home, whatever. Because this 4-year decision is really not a 4-year decision; it's a 40-year decision. Okay. So that's really how it is for me. This is going to pan out the rest of my life, so I'm going to make the right decision.
And really, last question, again, I'm an Oklahoma guy, so I got to ask you one last OU question. But just really, that coaching staff, I mean, what's that been like getting more familiar with those guys? And obviously, Coach Gundy was down there before. And, but with Levy, Venables, I mean, some of the guys I'm sure you're having some contact with, they're new. I mean, what have been your impressions of them early on so far?
So when I went up to their practice on the unofficial, they showed so much love. It did feel like home. They were showing so much love. Just all of that. It felt good. They're great people, great coaches. I know they're, but that's everywhere.
Yeah, sure.
That's everywhere. So you really just gotta go under that, find out who they are, But no, they're all stand-up guys, really good people. Coach Levy, Coach Gundy came out this week. We had a good talk. So it's going good. Okay. Yes, sir.
Well, I think it's that way for everybody when you're really talented and good at football. Then they're very inviting and very happy to let you go wherever you want to go.
Right.
Well, again, we won't keep Cole anymore. He's got a big event here at Owasso. But this has been Josh McCuistion of SoonerScoop.com with Cole Adams.
Sooner Scoop HD.